I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. Hello? Hello? Well, if you're here with us live, we're trying out a new platform. And so we are working through some audio issues. So Latasha will be back shortly, and then we'll jump into the live. One of the things that I'll just go over a quick highlight of the topics that we're going to go over. And then when she joins us, we'll jump in. We're going to close out Hispanic American Heritage Month to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about some things coming up in October. Some new things for us around ways that you can donate and contribute. And then we're going to close out this What's Up Wednesday with the other things that are coming up and What's Up, like our Veterans Day Bootcamp. So again, new platform. Murphy happens. Tasha, I think I can hear you now. I was just telling the people.
Can you?
Yes.
Yay!
So I was just telling them, teeing up what we were getting ready to chat through. So for those of you who are joining us for the first time or you're used to it, the second Wednesdays is our What's Up Wednesday. It's where we talk about what's up, what's going on with the foundation, what we're up to, and what you can expect in the coming month or so. So my name is Kathy Joseph. I'm the Director for Partnerships and Development for the Emily J.T. Perez Foundation.
And I'm Latasha Thomas Patterson, the Director of Communications.
And so we're going to jump into What's Up Wednesday. So Tosh, do you want to talk about, what do we want to talk about first? What do you want to hit up first?
I wanted to talk about CFC first so that we can just let everybody know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. So for those of you, for the uninitiated, CFC is a combined federal campaign. It is something that the government put together as a way for government employees, retirees, military members, anyone who's paid by the government to be able to contribute funds to charities across the country and international charities as well that are bona fide nonprofits. And so Emily J.T. Perez, we're now one of those organizations. So we recently got added to CFC. Now we recognize right now it's an interesting time. There's a government shutdown. Many of the people who fall in the category that we're talking about are operating either under furlough or potentially not getting paid at this moment. So we're not hitting you up for money now. CFC is open through December. We're letting you know should you decide to use CFC. And one of the cool things about it is that it does a payroll deduction. So when you're ready, you can sign up, put in a monthly contribution that continues to donate to the foundation. And as a reminder, our programming benefits young girls, middle school age girls through our summer camps, as well as women veterans through resilience bootcamp programming that we run for women veterans and other supportive activities. So we're on CFC. You'll see that get added to our website. We have our number that you can use to contribute to us. And you could also just search for the Emily J.T. Perez Foundation. So yeah, that's our exciting news. We got that up and running.
Awesome. So we're proud to be partnering with CFC, and we just want to make sure that there's a plethora of ways that you can support the Emily J.T. Perez Foundation. Next, so let's talk about some of these holidays. I don't know if you've ever been on the website that's like holiday a day, or like they tell you like all the holidays that are recognized internationally and nationally. So the next international holiday that's coming up is the International Day of the Girl Child. And as Kathy just said, one of the ways that we give back to the community is by what happened?
I'm just being I put our CFC number in my name.
Yeah, look at her working. Okay, I was confused about what was happening. Okay, yeah. So one of the ways that we work is that we support young middle school age girls, and we teach them leadership. They participate in confidence building activities and regular camp activities. And it's amazing to see how they grew over a week this summer. And so we will also be celebrating the International Day of the Girl Child by sharing some of the lessons that our campers learned this summer. We have World Mental Health Day is coming up on Friday. And another way that we support the community is through resilience boot camps for women veterans. And that really is there to supply a need and fill a gap that everybody, like from the VA and fellow veterans, have seen that women veterans are really suffering in silence. And so, we're saying it's the silent crisis of mental health that are affecting women veterans, and our Resilience Bootcamp is designed to stand in the gap to provide tangible ways that women veterans can build resilience in real time. So you don't have to talk about your trauma, but you can get good lessons that help you deal with it. And so World Mental Health Day is really apt because it's talking about how do you deal with the trauma of being exposed to crises in the media. And so there will be sharing tips on.
When you say that, that's the theme that World Mental Health Organization selected for this year.
Yes. And so it's very apt. So there's a lot of things that are going on in the news. We're talking about the government shutdown, and there's lots of things that are going on all around the world that are doing is consuming media. It will weigh on you. So you can have your own personal trauma, but then you can get secondary trauma from being exposed to all of the crises in the world. And so it's very important that you have the tools and techniques to learn how to address, like what can you do to help affect the world and make it a better place without drowning yourself. And so we'll share some tips and tricks that have been put out, published and vetted to help our community. What else we have? Oh, National Sports Day is also coming up. So on a lighter note, National Sports Day is coming up, and that ties perfectly into our Resilience Bootcamp.
What does National Sports Day have to do with our Resilience Bootcamp? could it be our new partners? Who's our
The
new
Atlanta Vibe, professional volleyball. Yay!
super excited to do that. So we are returning to Atlanta for our resilience boot camp. It'll be on Veterans Day. So we're pleased to say that we've got a camp that's designed by veterans for veterans, women veterans, and it's in Atlanta. And we're partnered with the Atlanta Vibe professional volleyball team. If you follow the Vibe, you'll see that they have very philanthropic roots. They are deeply engaged in the community, care deeply about pushing forth things that help better, particularly women, young girls and women as well in the Atlanta community. And so when we said we were coming to Atlanta, reached out and connected, we had an opportunity to partner with them here for this event and going forward. So super excited for that. And you've probably seen some of the posts and the shares about the partnership. So very cool. And that is tied to our, like I said, our resilience bootcamp. It's going to be on Veterans Day, right? November 11th. It's a Tuesday. 11/11 at Georgia State University, the University Club at Center Park Stadium. So pretty cool spot as well. So really shout out to the Vibe and Georgia State for having us be able to host there. And so if you are a women veteran, you know a woman veteran, you're interested in some of the tools, techniques, and tips that Tasha mentioned to help you navigate whatever it is that you're navigating in your life, in your space post-service, please sign up. Visit emily'sway.org. As soon as you get on there, you'll see a link to register. Share that with others who are interested and would benefit from attending and participating in our resilience bootcamp. We do a 5 senses perspective. We do seeing your best self, ways to visualize and get after your best self. We do scent-based things. So we may do essential oils and breath work. So how to be able to use those tools to help ground you. We also do sound baths to help ground. That's the hearing part, ground and anchor yourself, sound therapy. And then we also have some ways for you to just connect in with your strengths and who you are and return to that. And then outside of just that programming, being in community with other women veterans, with people who have experienced what you have experienced or can relate to what you're experiencing, bringing that community together has been wholly beneficial. We've seen that time and time again with each boot camp that we host. So women veteran out there, you know one, you are one. Go to www.emilysway.org and check out the Resilience Bootcamp, register. And again, we mentioned earlier the government shutdown. If for some reason the price is cost prohibitive, you just shoot us an email, contact us, and we'll work with you if coming to the event is something that is beneficial for you. Don't let that be.
And yeah, don't let it be
deterrent.
A barrier. The tickets are only $25. You're going to get a light breakfast, you're going to get lunch, and you're going to get fed, emotionally and spiritually all day, and be in community with people who are going through what you're going through, have gone through what you're going through. And as Kathy said, it's been beneficial, and we've seen that with veterans as young or younger than us, and veterans who are older than us, and
all generations.
And they've all come and said, I didn't know that I needed this, or I didn't know where to start. Like, I wanted to be on a healing journey, but I didn't know where to start. And this was a good kickstart for a lot of people, because it gave them tools that they could take away and build upon and personalize for yourself. So
for sure,
super excited about this, because not only do we get to keep the core lessons, we get to be in like this cool environment. I think that's one of the cool things about taking the boot camp to different places. Like, now we're going to be at Georgia State, and the room overlooks the field. So if you're a sports fan, you'll get that kind of feel. And we're partnering with the Vibe. And so we'll have Leah Edward. I'm saying her name wrong. Leah from the Atlanta Vibe is coming. And so I think this is like the combination of sport. I think there's a lot of synergy there, because athletes understand what it means to strive, to overcome, and to go after their goals in a similar way that military personnel do. And so I think this is a really good partnership, and I'm excited.
Leah Edmond.
Edmund, I see. I did that. It's Edmund or
Leah,
Edward. I just
Leah, we love you. We
yes,
got it. It's Leah Edmond. We got you,
Edmund.
girl. Leah Edmond. Atlanta vibe. We're gonna hug you. We're gonna, make sure that we get it right. But Leah Edmond from the Atlanta vibe will be there with us. And then we look forward to Leah and team and just other ways that we can continue to partner with and engage with the vibe. So yeah.
Oh, and other veteran service organizations. So as they come on, we'll be sharing on our socials all of the local veteran service organizations that will be there.
Yeah.
One,
That's
yeah, go ahead, Kathy.
I was gonna say that's such a good point. Wherever we do our boot camps, we've done DC and we've done Atlanta. We definitely are doing it in collaboration with the local veteran presence, VSOs, veteran service organizations who are present. So this is our first, big live and video where we're shouting it out. If you're one of those orgs, raise hands up. As Tasha said, as you come on board, we'll continue to share and tag you in as well. But I think the one that we already know is on board, has been sharing, has reached out to us, is the Georgia Military Women, Dr. Amy Stevens. There's something like over 4,000 women veterans in Georgia that she touches, engages with, and collaborates with. And so, Dr. Amy, thanks so much for what you do for women veterans in Georgia, and thanks for continuing to engage with us. And then we've got a few others. We've got your invites out. So as you come on board, we'll shout you out. We're looking forward to having you back, or introducing you and inviting you to hang with us for the day.
Yeah, so Kathy, can you talk about why it's important for us to have local veteran service organizations at the boot camp, and why we invite them?
Yeah, I think, you started to mention that there's this silent crisis. There's a bit of a gap, right? So we are attempting to bring these techniques and these approaches in, but we are not the only ones who are there. And so when you have this network, this community of organizations that offer up or touch on different groups of veterans, it's essentially having that like, I don't want to say wraparound services, but having that, the groups to catch you. So you may be in this group, you may be introduced to another group, but there are just so many different areas that VSOs help cover and touch on for veterans, from whether it be mental wellness to physical wellness to being specific for women, which is where we're aligned, to a certain part of the state. We're in Atlanta, but you may be somewhere else outside of Atlanta. And so knowing what's available where, who provides different sorts of services, and what can help you out, having that network and knowing who to reach locally to you is important, because a lot of orgs are national. However, when you need help where you are sitting, standing, laying, wherever you are. And so by having the local orgs there with us and present, you are able to touch in. And then I think we don't do this alone. And so if I know something and I learn about it at this event, say I'm attending this workshop, and Tasha, you're my friend and you live in my neighborhood, I know you need this thing, I now can pass it on to you as well. So I think the short reason is creating that community and that network of support is why we bring in the local orgs as well.
Awesome. I just want to make sure we hit on that. So, we're coming, like, now we have twice a year. We're having our boot camps, but we understand that women veterans need support 365 days a year. And so we're really trying to bring light to all the people who are out there trying to help and give us support. So take what you need and find your community, find your people.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else is up? What's up on this Wednesday?
think that's it. Halloween's coming. I can't believe it's already October.
My little godson, we do this Wednesday waffle video where we every Wednesday share what's going on, and it's October 8th, and this young man said, "Happy Halloween, Auntie Kathy." I'm like, "Sir, it's not Halloween yet, but it's his favorite holiday," and so I'm with you. I was like, "Is it Halloween?" But we are in the month of Halloween. But you know what else I can't believe is ending? Hispanic American Heritage Month. We're getting ready to close that out.
Oh, yeah. Yes. So I've been so I've just been learning so much about
Sorry.
uh-oh. I've been learning so much about the leaders in the Hispanic community. And yeah, I can't believe it's already almost over.
Yeah. Yeah, I've appreciated. So Sasha is the genius behind our social media, and I've appreciated a lot of the stories that you've pulled and shared on our social media. This Hispanic American here or this Hispanic Heritage Month, and if you're wondering or asking, like, why are we highlighting it? We're not only highlighting it because it's that month, but it's also tied to our namesake of our organization. Second Lieutenant Emily J.T. Perez was a woman of African American and Hispanic heritage, and so we also do our best to uplift and point to parts of her culture in addition to the things that we highlight just generally that are relevant across the country on those heritage days. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's closing out.
Puerto Rican. So her father, Daniel Perez
Yes.
Papa, is Puerto Rican, and so it's been nice talking about the first Puerto Rican woman general and the first uh, Puerto Rican.
4-star.
Uh,
Who was he the
well,
first?
and no, the first Puerto Rican West Point graduate, and he was in the class that the stars fell on. So,
Yes,
my
he got 4 stars, and he also was able to establish the Puerto Rican National Guard, acknowledging that Puerto Rico needed a National Guard as well, and served as the first tag, the first adjutant general for Puerto Rican National Guard. So yeah, a lot of
the first one in his class to get his star. So he was the first one to become a brigadier general. Um, so that I'm like, and there's like so many more stories, like
that's right.
specifically for Puerto Ricans and for the Hispanic community in general,
Mm-hmm.
um, with leaders and proud military service.
100%.
So we want to make sure that we highlight that, and also not only was Emily a veteran, her father is also a veteran, so we want to make sure that we highlight that. Um, and that goes back to the boot camp. We want to really make sure that we get um, that we serve the communities that need it. So we don't want you to ever look at this and see, um, oh, there was a Black woman on here, so this isn't for me. That's not what it's about. We want to make sure that women veterans have support. And as Kathy said, like one of our main supporters, she's definitely not. She's not Black, but she serves this community. She serves the women veteran community, um, and they see the value in all of all of us coming together to serve women veterans and make sure that we have the support that we need. So
Cool.
that's that on that.
That's what's up. So, in a nutshell, CFC is live. We're live on CFC. If you want to contribute via CFC, there's our number there, 99387. You can also just search Emily J.T. Perez Foundation. We've got a plethora of things coming up for different dates that are being honored this month. International Day of the Girl Child is coming up, which ties into the young women in camps that we serve. We've got World Mental Health Day coming up, which ties into the Resilience Bootcamp. We got a Resilience Bootcamp coming up. So we've launched our proud partnership with the Atlanta Vibe Pro Volleyball team. Leah Edmond is going to be with us at the Resilience Bootcamp. And then we also are closing out Hispanic Heritage Month, where we've been sharing the stories of Hispanic Americans in service, and we focus this time around on Puerto Ricans who have served nobly. And that's it. Those are our
That's
highlights.
what's up.
That's what's up. All right. That's what we got. Thanks for popping on. If you came on live with us, and if you're seeing this later, we will see you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.